Hello, everybody! Welcome to the stream. Oh, yes, we were just discussing there about the incredible number of the good old Union Jacks we can see on the stream here. In fact, it's all red, white, and blue in the lobby tonight. Thank you very much for joining us here for round one of the season. We're going to be kicking off with the F2 guys tonight. And how this is going to work for us is we are going to be doing a one-shot qualifying session that will then lead into a 9-lap sprint race, followed by a 13-lap feature race. So this is going to be quite interesting indeed. And I hope you're all as excited as I am. I know I am really excited to get started here. We are currently just waiting for the top of the hour for everything to kick off. So it shouldn't be too long before we are about ready to go here. In the meantime, it looks like we've got inclement weather conditions here at the Spa circuit. These guys are gonna have to struggle through some heavy rain during a session. So it's going to be interesting to see how the drivers handle that. It's all going to be about making sure you stay within the limits, don't push it too hard. In these kind of conditions, it can tend to be the careful driver that wins out at the end of the day. So here we go, countdown has started. So it shouldn't be too long before we are in here and ready to go. If you are in the chat, could you just let me know how the audio balance is working whenever we get into the lobby here? Obviously there's no game audio at the moment. There we go, you should be able to hear a little bit of rain in the background. As we can see, very heavy rain here at Spa. So this is going to be a very tricky session to be able to nail that one-shot lap. It's going to be tough. This is quite the test for these guys. But that's what we like to see. So, less than 5 seconds to go now. Everyone just putting the final changes on their car. Probably increasing downforce quite a bit. It's important to make sure you've got enough downforce on the cars here. Here we go. So out of the first corner, it looks like Wobby then is the leader. Actually, it changes to Brisson, who gets a better drive out of La Source. Then up Eau Rouge Radion. It is going to be a mistake from Wobby. That puts him over on the grass, so let's transfer back then to Brisson in the Carlin car. All the way down here into down at the end of the Camel Straight. We're going to flick right, left, and then right once again. Brisson still with a good margin here, comes out of this section of the track. Still ahead of GG Land, Darkness, then rounding out the podium places at the moment. His teammate closely in behind, as Darkness, I think, has invalidated and does retire from the session. So that looks like a mistake then from Darkness, who was holding a good position. That promotes then suffocating up to P3. But as for now, Brisson still holding down as we go through Puon. Brisson still holding down P1 for the moment. Great big one on that car. And he's holding down pole position for now. Wobby with that mistake earlier, down in P6 unfortunately, but making his way back up. GG Land though, down into Stavolo, making his way ahead of Brisson. These cars very tricky in these conditions because they don't quite have the downforce of the Formula 1 cars. Can you guys hear the game okay? Or would you like it a little bit louder? As we come down into the bus stop chicane, looks a little bit of late braking there from GG Land, but he's going to come out of the final corner and take pole here with a 2-minute 13.875. And it does look like then Darkness and Rico unfortunately will not set a lap time. And in fact, it looks like potentially Brisson made quite a mistake there at some point because he's 3 seconds down. So, yeah, or 2.1. So quite a large gap between everyone here. And Darkness, Rico, and Sebo then. 3 drivers not able to settle lap time here. I was about to say, but there's no points for qualifying. But there is here in Formula 2. So GG Land then scoops up the points for that pole position. Still quite a few more points to pick up still to come. Yeah, so because this is one-shot qualifying, what happens is if you invalidate, so if you go outside the white line, then it will disqualify you because you've only got that one lap to set a quali lap. So at some point there, Rico and Sebo made mistakes which made them go outside the track limits. So here we go. Drivers are lined up for the sprint race. We get 9 laps here. And here we go. No formation lap at the moment. We are going to go straight to the race. And there we go. Drop the clutch. And away we go. And it looks like we've potentially got a little bug. With the order of everyone. Sebo and Rico shouldn't be up there, so we're going to have to wait here, but we see, I think that's GG Land going around the outside of Brisson, so GG Land leads then up Orange Radion. Ooh, car going across the track there. I think that was Darkness going outside of the track limits, but he does make it in front of, I think that's Brisson. Unfortunately, guys, you're going to have to bear with me a moment. The tables are a little bit all over the place here. As I don't think that is actually Sebo. But there's another car down the inside, suffocating, then making his way through. Darkness going massively wide there. This is allowing then the orange car at the front. That's got to be GG Land, isn't it? Or is GG Land down there? Once again, apologies. Hopefully this will sort itself out soon. No, I think that is correct, actually. Rico is out in front. So that's interesting. He's made his way all the way through the grids. Hello, D-Chan. Nice to have you here. But good to see we're through the first lap here almost with no incidents. As I say that, and Viper Strikes gets himself caught up on someone's wheel there. Unfortunately, that is Joe then down to P9. As Rico now with a 4.8 second gap. It looks like the tables now have sorted themselves out. Rico with a 4.8 second gap already on this first lap. Rico absolutely loving these conditions. As we see Sebo and GG Land going, I think, a little bit wide there. And we could see GG Land overtaking Sebo. Looks like Darkness has lost position there as well. Got a yellow flag. Virtual safety car, actually. So this is where the drivers have to slow down and hold position as a result of there being some loose debris on track. Yeah, with these F2 cars, the tail of the car will wiggle quite a lot. There's much less downforce on these cars than there is the F1 cars. A little bit less power as well. Oh, as Joe gets himself, Viper Strikes gets a drive through for speeding under safety car. Unfortunately, coming down the Kemmel Straight and getting caught out with the Delta there. The Delta under VSC is extremely strict. As GG Land makes a move down the inside. There at No Name. Or before No Name, rather. This is No Name. Is he going to make it stick? Sebo getting the better drive. And who's going to lead in the put on? They're going to go too wide. And GG Land is going to hold on to that. A little bit of lag there, but thankfully no one goes flying to Narnia. So GG Land gets himself up into P3 at the moment. And Sebo down then into P5, unfortunately. But GG Land is doing... isn't that correct as well? Sorry, guys. I'm not quite sure if GG Land's position gained is correct. I think that may be a little bit messed up as well, but anyway, GG Land is in P3 at the moment. If I remember correctly, he started on pole. You would think I'd never done this streaming thing before, right? But for now, this is quite interesting. We've got quite a tight battle here from P2 down to P7. Then we've got Viper Strikes. Oh no, Rico has left the session. Hopefully he can get back in quick enough that it won't affect his lead too much. Thankfully, he did have a bit of a gap. GG Land potentially going to make a move on Suffocating here. There's going to be no DRS assistance, and these F2 cars don't have ERS to utilize either, so right now it's just all down to driver skill. Oh no! My license is going to be ruined, and I haven't even hit the track yet. GG Land making the move! Absolutely beautiful move down the inside after Lecombe. Suffocating getting a little bit squirrely there out of No Name, but keeps it out of the barrier thankfully and still is able to continue. But Brisson now absolutely breathing down the... Oh, and that's another VSC. Looks like Darkness making a mistake up there at Radion, actually. So Darkness will no longer take part in this session, and thankfully Rico has joined back then, just in time to take over. It's quite a well-timed virtual safety car actually, because this will allow Rico to take back over while no one else is able to take advantage. Yeah, Darkness, quite new to these types of cars. Quite a few of these guys have done a fair amount of practice on F2, but Darkness certainly one of those drivers is a little bit newer to F2, so potentially struggling a little bit. Oh no, as GG Land gets himself a drive-through. Unfortunately, he's got that drive-through for speeding under the safety car. Is that does suffocating have the same thing? It is. It's a drive-through for suffocating as well. That's going to promote then Brisson up into a P2 position, as well as Wobby up to P3. GG Land and Suffocating unfortunately making a huge mistake here on lap 4 of this sprint race. So that's going to hurt an awful lot. And the question is, are these guys going to serve it this lap, or are they going to hold on to it? You have 3 laps to serve a drive-through. Brisson is going to make the move on Suffocating anyway. In the second sector, beautiful move. Down the inside. Oh, again, really struggling to get the power down. Is Suffocating. And here we go. So GG Land then does serve his drive-through now. So as we can see, Brisson with the fastest lap of the race. Wobby with the fastest lap of the race. I wonder, is it drying up here? I think it is, because I think I see drivers going for intermediates. Do they? Or are they going for wets? Another set of wets. That surely is a huge mistake there for Rico. He's boxed for a new set of wet tires in the sprint, unless he just wants to have a bit of fun and try to make his way through the field here, because that's put him a considerable way behind, promoting Brisson up to P1. He didn't need to box there. I wonder, was he trying to go for intermediate tires because it is drying up a little? But either way, let's see how he gets on now. It's getting very, very slippy on the rear. So unfortunately, GG Land and Suffocating down to P6 and P7. And Viper Strike's having a bit of a lonely race there, down in P8 due to his earlier drive-through as well. Now we've got Rico right on the tail of Sebo, so Rico really, really quick on these new wet tires. Does he get left the space? He does, down the inside at Stavolo. And it is a purple sector too. So making a great move there, but he has got 4 laps to catch up, a 6.7 second lead. Oh, that is wide. That's an interesting line there from Rico. Brisson with the 2:14.8. Oh, Nadeem. You know you want to race, Nadeem. Come on. Get back in here. Hey, War Panda. I see you are a Sebo fan. Hopefully Sebo can hold on to that P4 position. Looking like it is safe at the moment. 5.5 seconds to the driver behind. Rico looking like he's got this podium on lock, though. Sebo doesn't quite have the pace to be able to hold on. GG Land looks like he's pushing Flynn up Radion, and gets an absolutely brilliant drive off the top of Radion. Is he going to be able to make this stick? And not quite! I think potentially Flynn using lower wing than GG Land, and Flynn holding on to it for now. GG Land definitely had the better drive off the corner. He's now going to go down the inside though, and on the brakes beats him down into Ravage. And it's going to be ahead then for No Name. So GG Land then, even after serving that drive-through, promoting himself back up to P5. Not a bad recovery so far. Can Flynn hold on? I don't think he'll be able to. He doesn't quite have the pace here. Once again, car getting a little bit wiggly there. But lap 6 and already Rico drifting out of Stavolo as we switch to him there. This lap is gonna be absolutely flying. I think potentially in these wet conditions, Rico just completely in a different class of his own here. He is loving these conditions with these cars. Everyone else just potentially struggling a little bit as we see across the line. And it's a 1:12.6. That is 2 seconds faster than anyone else currently on the circuit. So Rico out there absolutely flying. I think potentially he can be right back in here to challenge for the lead. Might still be a little bit of a struggle, but I think he can probably get Wobby before the end of the race. Brisson might just be a little bit too far ahead. As long as Brisson doesn't get any track limit penalties. But Rico's got 6 seconds to make up here in 3 laps. But once again, another purple sector. Let's just ride on board here with Rico. I feel it is getting a little bit spread out here. A little bit of understeer there for Rico, but dealing with it nicely. Running the car out as wide as he possibly can there and flick the car into Puon. Down into 4th gear. These cars just nowhere near as easy to lean on as a Formula 1 car. And we can see then the rain light of the car ahead flashing away. As we see another purple sector then, Rico already within 1 second of Wobby. Rico's got beautiful pace here. And welcome if you're joining us in the middle of the stream here. We're doing the sprint race at the moment, which is the shorter of the 2 races. And there is Nadim, excellent. Shorter of the 2 races as we now go on to lap 8. So we've now got 2 laps to go as Rico sets an even faster lap time at 2:11.5 and is now right on the gearbox of Wobby. Wobby holding pace with Brisson, but is not really able to close in. Brisson just able to keep the gap to Wobby. Sebo and GG Land swap places. We missed that there. I wonder, was that potentially Amos, or was that GG Land catching up to Sebo? after serving his drive-through. So Sebo down to P5 at the moment, using the toe of GG Land to keep himself close. But let's go on board with Rico here. He's going to go down the inside at Ravage, but there is no way to go too wide through No Name. So Rico has to give up the space. Wobby defending for now. Wobby's going to try and do everything he can here to hold on to this position. Unfortunately, GG Land then getting a 3-second time penalty. The first of the drivers to get a penalty for track limits. And suffocating then, also getting one as Rico also gets one! Oh, that's unfortunate. Rico potentially could be in with the chance of getting the win, but I think that pretty much puts that to bed. Even if he does pass the guys, he's not going to pull out a 3-second gap. Is he going to be able to get past Wobby? Oh, that is very close. Wobby right on the line here. DRS enabled! That's why Rico has been going insanely quick. The track conditions are drying up, but no one opted for the intermediate tires. I think potentially Rico did then want to go for the intermediates potentially earlier in the race, but stuck with the wet tires. So ooh, Rico getting a little out of shape there. Oh, but Brisson has also got himself a 3-second time penalty. That means on this final lap then, Rico could potentially get himself into a winning place. Wobby could be in with a chance of winning this race just by virtue of being there. He's got to keep to less than 3 seconds to Rico and Brisson though. This could all come right down to the line. Sebo also, if he can stay within range of GG Land, could be promoted to P4. That looks very dry out there. These tires surely are going to be crying. Enough, enough, enough. Oh, I don't think Wobby is doing enough to be able to hold on to a winning position. He might still... I think he might lose out, actually, to Rico. Rico right out now on the gearbox of Brisson. I think Rico's going to make the move down into the bus stop chicane. Can Brisson hold on? He's got to just block him for one more braking zone. But Rico is good on the brakes. Oh, but that's wide. I don't think he gets another time penalty, though. But brake down into the bus stop. It's not going to be enough. Or is it? Brisson's outbraked himself. Rico goes right the outside at the bus stop chicane. And Rico then does, with a 2-minute 8.6, wins the sprint race. Brisson then comes home P2. Wobby just missing out and coming home P3. GG Land then. Oh, it looks like potentially Sebo has made a mistake there. So he's going to give... Oh, and gets a 3-second time penalty as a result as well. But Flynn then gets himself promoted up to P4 as a result of GG Land's time penalty. GG Land down into P5. Sebo P6. Which is not a bad result for Sebo. I think he can be proud of that. Oh, Brisson got a puncture just before the braking zone in the last corner. And Sebo had a puncture as well. That is really unlucky, guys. Absolutely brilliant chance there in that race. Really, really unfortunate that it did come to that. We hate to see, losing a result on a puncture. So it looks like the pit stop was the winning strategy there. Wow, 3 drivers, got a puncture. Did everyone get a puncture? Everyone except Rico, potentially. 4 laps and the tires were absolutely dead. Interesting, yeah. So it looks like then, the best strategy was the box for new wet tires. So either Rico knew something everyone else didn't, or he just took the chance there. But he was several seconds quicker at the end of that race. Absolutely brilliant stuff from Rico. So this is the way it is stacking up at the moment. Rico does currently lead the championship. 11 points. 10 points from that win, 1 for fastest lap. That additional 2 points to G Land for the... Oh, why is there... Hey, is that the team in the pit lane? I think it is. And there, finally, is the rain. And everyone gets reset to the grid. There we go. That's us now. Okay, so looks like then hopefully we'll be getting underway very shortly. GT Land is starting then on pole. Brisbane P2, Wobby P3, Flynn P4, Viper P5, Suffocating P6, Darkness P7, Rico P8, Sebo P9, and Nadine then rounds out the grid and is going to be starting in P10. So it's going to be interesting to see then what the best strategy is. Sounding like 4 laps is all the wet tires can last for. That sounds like a very short time indeed. This could require a 2-stop, but here we go. GG Land is going to lead us into the first corner. Is he? It's a little bit of wheel spin at the start, but it's a good start from GG Land. Brisson then is going to hold on to P2 as well. Then there's a car way out wide. Oh, and there's a massive crash at the back! Rico, unfortunately, I think, ended up in the wall there. He's got no front wing. So there's a collision somewhere as Flynn then pulls off. I think he made a mistake there as well. So a couple of drivers, Sebo also involved in that incident. So unfortunately, several drivers getting a little bit of damage there at the very start of the race, unfortunately, on the run down to Eau Rouge. But for the top 7, at least it looks like a relatively clean start so far. That is actually a very good name, Sir Techno. I'm not actually quite sure how the sprint and feature race track grids are decided. That's probably something I should have learned as commentator before coming on here. But that is something I will find out that information, and then we will know for the next stream, and I will let you guys know how that is decided. The team making good progress through the field here, so yeah, plus 5 p.m. for not knowing. Imagine not having the information. Is Nadeem going to go for the move? Here he is. He's going to dive down the inside of Suffocating. Does he get left in space? He does. Suffocating, I think, outbraking himself, but he's going to keep the inside for the left-hander and holds on to position then. GG Land with a 2:16.6 for now. Is Nadeem going to try it down the inside of Lusaurus? He tries it. He's left the space. Suffocating tries to battle it as best he can, but just beaten under the brakes there a little. Now Nazim can really stretch his legs. Sebo in the pits. Looks like Rico, I think. Is Rico carrying on with no wing? So Rico then is carrying on with no front wing. That's going to be very difficult to drive. So Nadim doing an absolutely excellent job, up 6 positions here, Suffocating up 1 position so far. Yeah, confirmed that Sebo is the only one to have made a stop. As we see, Suffocating. He's struggling with a bit of pace here. He's dropping Viper Strikes now right on his tail, his teammate. Are we going to get team orders? Or are we going to see these guys race hard? It's interesting. These guys are teammates, but unlike F1, the F2 cars don't have identical liveries. So you'll see a lot of green on Joe's car and a lot of blue on Suffocating. That's generally because of the difference of the driver sponsors. So while the liveries are very similar, they can be slightly different. GG Land with the fastest lap of the race at the moment, setting the pace out there on a 2:13.5. And Nadim now in the hunt for another position here. He is going wide. That is not the line through Eau Rouge. Suffocating's going to try and attack back on his teammate. Can he go down the inside? He's not going to. But he does set a purple sector. So, interesting stuff from these boys. No team orders at the minute, but really it is too early in the season for team orders. Nadim was looking like he was getting ready to attack Wobby, but the unsettling of the car due to going up Eau Rouge and going wide at Radion has dropped him back a little bit. He's pulled it back in by 4/10. He's certainly further back than he was this time last lap. And Suffocating, although he was looking like he was close enough to attack his teammate there into... oh, what is that chicane at the end of the Camel Straight? How do I keep forgetting? Suffocating, dropping back a little bit now, but Nadim just inching closer. You know, Nadim is extremely good in the F1 cars. He does set a purple sector 3. It's not quite enough for fastest lap of the race, but he is catching Wobby. There's still a little bit of wing there that the marshals have decided not to retrieve. And here we go, Nadim then could potentially have a good run down the Camel Straight. looks like potentially it's drying up again. Wonder, are we going to see some drivers at some point diving into the pit lane? It's difficult to tell what the actual weather is now, but it doesn't look like it's raining as much. Oh, Wobby gets a twitch in Puon. That lets Nadim through. Absolutely giving that away for scot-free. Oh, interestingly, Brizen now starting to catch up GG Land. So, it's interesting to see how the pace is changing with these guys. 2 stops. Sebo is on the soft tires, and that is it then. DRS enabled. We're going to see a lot of guys diving into the pits. Suffocating could lose out an awful lot here. Potentially Nadim could lose out an awful lot here too, as well, because he is a Carlin, and his teammate is ahead of him. Brizen is in, Nadim in. GG Land decides to continue, setting a 211.5. Wobby is in. Suffocating continues. Viper Strikes in. Darkness in, and Rico in as well. So yeah, Nadim does get hold of Brizen onto the medium tires. So he fancies a little bit longer. And a double stack for F2 is painful. Oh, this is absolute pain for Nadim as he goes onto those soft tires. He's now down into P8. Darkness getting himself into P6. That medium tire looks like it's jumping around all over the place. Rico gets a new wing. He's out in P8. Nadim is ahead of him then. So this is going to be interesting to see. Whoa, Brizen going very wide there out onto the wet stuff. You don't want to do that on slick tires. Brizen now essentially is going to have the net lead here of 3.7 seconds. Viper Strike's 4.2 behind Wobby. And the team really did lose out a huge amount of time there. So while is probably going to hurt GG Land and Suffocating quite a lot, they did continue. It made sense for Suffocating because he would have just lost an absolute ton of time there. Yeah, interesting that it's gone straight from wets to slicks. Unless, if anyone wants to clarify, maybe the F2 cars don't have intermediate tires. That is also something potentially that needs checked. Maybe they don't have inters. Or yes, the track just dried up very quick. It is only 13 laps, so it probably wouldn't have made sense to go wet inters dries anyway. And GG Land then and Suffocating do box, so we're probably going to see Brizen breeze past here and retake the lead of the race, and this is going to be it's not quite a fastest lap yet because he did just leave the pits, but he's probably going to be the first man to set the first dry lap. And GG Land then is out. Does he hold position on Wobby? He does just about, but Wobby's got nice warm tires. Viper Strikes, or Suffocating rather, comes out P7, dropping a little bit. He's been caught out a lot by that traffic. Wobby, I don't think he's going to make it this lap, but whoa, a lot of people going wide at the top of that. Darkness is going to try and make a move here. He's making a move on Nadim! Wow. It's not often Darkness gets to make a move on Nadim, but Nadim shuts the door on that. Sebo then is actually going to be the first one to set a dry tire lap. 2 minutes 6 for Sebo. Oh, as Viper gets himself a 3-second time penalty. That's Darkness. Runs right up to the wall outside No Name. And that's going to hurt. And once again, Wobby potentially going to be handed some positions here because GG Land with a nice chrome car there. On Wobby, I can almost see my face in it as he goes. Is he going to dive around the outside of the bus stop? That door was always going to close, but he's going to get an absolutely brilliant helicam. He's going to get... Oh, there's Brisson with a 2:09. Can we get into the 159s here? Nadeem with the 2:11. We're getting close to it. Still got 5 more laps to go. How long are the softs going to hold on? That's going to be the ultimate question. Nadeem and Sebo could be struggling towards the end of this race on the soft tires. I don't think Wobby's going to be able to make an impact here. He gets a purple sector 1. I think we're going to see a lot of purple sector 1s now. So 5 laps to go in this race. Rico is the current leader of the championship, but Brisson is going to take a huge chunk of points here and leap into the lead himself, with Rico unfortunately down in P8, but looks like he's going to try and make a move here on Suffocating, as Nadeem gets himself another 3-second time penalty. And Rico just going a little bit too wide, trying to get a good drive out of No Name. Not quite able to make the move in Puon, but he's got so much more grip than Suffocating, but he just can't drive through. Rico clearly got more pace than Suffocating ahead, but Suffocating's doing a very good job here of driving defensively. But I think here Rico's going to put the nose in. No, he's not. I wonder, did Rico just back off a little bit so that he could get a good run through Blanchimont? And is he going to beat him on the brakes? He's going to send it! It's down the inside! As Nadeem makes it into the 59s. And Rico then up to P7 with that move. A beautiful move. And Nadeem now right on the gearbox of Viper Strikes. Oh, Viper getting a little bit loose at Radion. That's going to gift Nadeem. Is it? I think, yeah, he's ahead. And Nadeem then sweeps into P4 in this race. So despite losing out a lot of time in the pit stops due to his teammates causing him to double stack, up into P4, not doing too badly, using those soft tires well. But how long can those soft tires last? We know that quite a lot of drivers got punctures on the wet tires in the feature race, or sprint race rather. GG Land just starting to wind in the gap a little bit here to Brisson. Quite a lot, actually. It looks like Brisson has dropped off quite a lot of pace. GG Land's tyres are 1 lap younger. So he did continue on the wet tyres that 1 extra lap. GG needs to be careful of those curbs, though, as Darkness, unfortunately, yeah, he's lost some wing there. I think he's made a mistake out of Stavilo, and yeah, is missing chunks of front wing. Hopefully he can get that back to the pits okay, and can carry on. There's still good points available here for the top 10. As we see GG coming up over Radion. Absolutely wringing the neck out of this car. I don't think he's going to make enough up to dive it down the inside here. No. They comb. That's what this complex is called. I knew it. You guys knew I knew it as well. So, Nadim now caught up to the back of Wobby once again. GG. Oh, unfortunately, getting himself another time penalty. We're going to move over to the time penalty, see what that looks like. GG is quicker than Brisson at this phase of the Grand Prix, as Nadim makes a move in the background there, down the inside of Puon on Wobby. GG is looking for a whip, but GG's actually got wing damage. I just noticed he's missing an end plate, so it's interesting that he does have more pace than Brisson at this point of the race. But he's got those 6 seconds of penalties to serve. So he backs off for the moment. 4 laps to go, including this one. The team absolutely on fire, down into the 58s now. Nadim's going to join this fight for the win. Oh, as Rico gets himself 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. That is unfortunate. He probably won't really lose out much as a result. I imagine he'll probably still stay ahead of Flynn, but yeah, unfortunate all the same. But GG Land being pushed around the circuit here by Nadim. Nadim's going to go down the inside! Around the outside for No Name. Does he get the space? Only just! Nadim has to back out of it though. He likes making moves and put on, and he does. Is he going to keep it? He's got to go around the outside. And he does. Absolutely beautiful move. Now Nadim up against his teammate. Can they help each other here? If Nadim gets ahead of his teammate and then pulls him using DRS, Nadim's going to make another overtaking move into Blanchimont. Let's swap to them. That would be a good idea. And, oh, Brisson's going to make the move back! But he can't brake late enough. And slots then in behind his fellow Carlin driver. And now that means GG Land is right back on the gearbox of Brisson. Brisson's got to be careful here. Wobby's kind of hanging around there in the background too. Ready to pick up the pieces if anything happens. Yeah, I don't think Nadim's going to be able to build a 3-second gap in time. Not with Brisson able now to utilize DRS to pull himself along. It depends. You know, if they want to play the team game or not. Nadim could sit at a pace which would allow his teammate to get DRS, which would pull him out of range of GG Land, but he's not going to. Nadim is racing for himself today. 1.6 second lead at the moment, so Brisson drops out of DRS. That's going to make him then vulnerable to GG Land behind, who has been faster than him during the this phase of the race. Brisson definitely had the measure of GG in the wet tire phase. Just having that little bit of a better feeling of the difficult conditions, but now that we're in the dry conditions, the pendulum has definitely swung in the other direction. And there we go, Nadim then has broken that 3-second barrier. So Nadim, as long as he keeps it mistake-free, can go on to win this race. And yeah, absolutely brilliant drive. Yeah, I wonder, is the pressure getting to Brisson here a little bit? He still has the potential for taking the lead of the championship here. The team will score more points, but he did not take part in the sprint race, which still gives a good chunk of points. Oh no. As Rico unfortunately disconnects. We're getting a migrating host. And Brisson, I think I may have then. Yep. Perfect time for an ego dumper. Let's screenshot that. Just in case. Brisson, did everyone leave the lobby? And yes, Sir Techno potentially then people's tires, yeah, just dropping off. And not really able to quite hang in there. So what I'm gonna do here is we'll go and sorry, let me just mute that. We'll put the intermission screen on for now. So we're joined by
Hello.
Nadim. So Nadim, if you could just confirm for us there, did the lobby
Uh,
crash?
I don't know. I think only Brisson and Gigi Lan left. Everybody else is still going.
Everyone else is still going. Okay,
Yep.
so unfortunately,
Because Webby's now P2.
yeah. So could you give us a screenshot while we try to get back into the lobby here? So apologies, guys. We do seem to have lost the lobby.
It's a
Let's try.
their AIs are just not doing anything anymore.
Yeah. Let's we'll try to get back in here, guys. Hopefully we'll be able to bring you the final lap of the race. But unfortunately, there we go. Darkness has invited me back. Give me just a moment, everybody. And hopefully we'll get you back in very soon. There we go. Join session. Spectate. There we go. Alright, I think we are about to get back in here. Just a moment. And we're going to try to very rapidly go through the results here. So it looks like Nadim then currently leads this final lap. He is outside that penalty range. Those soft tires holding on very well then. So it looks like the soft tire strategy was the one to go for. Wobby now up to P2. So I think we potentially missed out on something there. Yeah, Brisson, unfortunately, yeah, has disconnected. So his AI does drop him down to P3. Hopefully he doesn't lose out to GG Land as well. That would would be disappointing after that battle. They did have, he defended so well there. But let's see. Nadim, as he crosses the line, absolutely incredible result for Nadim. Comes across the line to win the feature race. Wobby is going to come across to finish P2. And we're going to have GG Land then is going to come across the line third, but it is going to swap to Brisen third then due to those time penalties. GG Land does come across the line then and finish fourth. And then we need to just watch to see when Suffocating's going to cross the line. So Viper Strikes does get a P5.
I can a case now. I can
And
game.
Rico is going to come across the line. So that means... oh, no, 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 don't leave, don't leave, don't... Oh, no.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's DNF'd you. Yeah, there's a
Wait,
bug.
really?
Yeah, there's a bug if you leave too early at DNF's you.
What?
Yeah,
Well,
I think I screenshotted it. Well, I've got everything on stream, so we can work it out. Hello,
yeah.
Frey Frey.
Oh no,
Hopefully.
I've lost my win. I've lost my
Yeah,
win,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
No
yeah,
way.
yeah. Oh no. Anyway, so it looks like so we'll have to sort out those results, but I think yep, it was pretty clear there. Anyway, so we're gonna move over. We'll put the intro screen back on. We do need a
That is weird.
yeah,
Why
that
did the
is
DNF me?
very strange indeed. But let's just talk to the chat. So hello, Frey Frey, welcome. And hopefully you enjoyed that. That was a very interesting race indeed. And we saw a lot of drivers moving up and down all through the entire event. It was very, very difficult there today. So you were doing donutting. Oh no, unlucky. So yeah, absolutely very interesting race there today. But we've got Nadim with us now, winner then of the feature race. Just go through with us, Nadim. So you were starting there down in P10, but absolutely excellent first lap to make your way up 6 positions at the start there. And then, unfortunately, you lost a lot of time during the double stack. So just take us through your thoughts there.
I mean, yeah, it was a pretty straightforward race. Just I knew I had pace. Obviously, just learning the track as the time went on. And yeah, unfortunate for that double stack. I mean, I forgot that I picked the same cars and the same team. So yeah, but at the end of the day, I knew I had pace. The soft tires really worked. At the end, they were at like 50, 60%. I don't remember now. But it was a very, very interesting race, nice battles, and yeah, very happy about that.
Excellent. Superb. Absolutely glad to hear that. And thank you for speaking to us. And
No worries.
GG, yep, totally. You were getting a couple of penalties there, but still very good racing, and to be able to. Oh well, actually, there we go. So let's just bring in GG Land. So thank you very much for joining us, GG. So yeah, a couple of penalties there during the race. You say a little bit rusty. And you
Yeah.
had a little bit of wing damage there, but I think that was quite well battled. And you definitely kept pushing through and still got a good result in the end. So just talk us through your both races.
Yeah, it was quite a decent qualifying, I think. And for the sprint race, I obviously had to start at the back. It was a pretty solid start, I would say. But I was quite fast on the wet tires, but it dried up
Yes,
really quickly, so it was
yes.
it was really difficult to judge the track, and I did stay out too long on the wets. And for the normal race, it was going well out front, but just made a little mistake with the
Yeah.
the penalties, and I actually hit the wall going into the pits I understeered into the wall.
So that's where you picked up the damage then, is it?
Yeah, that's where
Ah,
I picked up the damage.
unfortunate,
But still,
unfortunate.
the
But
pace was quite strong with wing damage.
yeah, I can imagine. But still, a very good result there today. Taking away 2 points for pole, good points in the sprint, and then good solid points in the feature race as well. So, I think that will be a good start to your championship campaign, and that was quite a
Yeah.
difficult way to start the season as well. So, looking forward to
hmm
the rest of the season.
Oh yeah, I love how the F2 cars feel. I love
Excellent,
it. Really
excellent.
excited.
Yeah, I do too. I think they're quite enjoyable to drive. A little bit tricky,
Mm,
and definitely a little bit of a different feel, but very, very fun. So,
yeah,
excellent. Thank you very much for joining us.
thank you very
So
much.
we're gonna put you back in the waiting room now, and we're gonna bring in Wobby himself, the Mav enjoyer. Wobby, some interesting happenings during the race there. You were at some points faster than drivers around you, and a couple of points getting rapidly caught by some drivers. So just talk us through both of your races.
Yeah, that was a very hectic race, a lot going on. I mean, qualifying, I think you saw I nearly died going up Rouge.
Yes.
I nearly spun out, lost 3 seconds there, so qualifying didn't go to plan. Sprint was quite good. On the straight, going down to the finish on the last lap, my tire decided to blow up. So
Oh, yeah.
obviously, but
That was
they
quite
were in
common.
front, miles in front of me anyway, so that didn't
Yeah.
really change much.
Yep.
And then in the race, wet felt good. I had a dry setup, knowing it was going to be more dry than wet. And then for some odd reason, some of us couldn't get our tires warm, so I was on
Interesting.
ice skates the entire time. In the
Interesting.
dry, my mediums just never warmed up, so I just couldn't unlock my full pace. I felt like I was
Interesting.
like a second off my pace. So
That's interesting, and that might be why then the soft tires were so much faster for Nadim
yeah,
because he was able to just light them up quicker. And although the tire wear was quite high, he was able to make it to the end just because they were in the temperature range. So interesting. Okay, so that then does explain quite a lot. About why those the last few laps of that race were certainly very very chaotic and a lot
yeah,
of battles going on. But it kept everyone really really engaged on the stream. I think we all really really enjoyed that. And thank you very much for talking to us, and
it's all right.
hopefully, wish you very well for the rest of the season.
Thank
I
you very
think this is
much.
a good start to the season at least.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. So thank you very much for talking to us. We're going to pop you back to the
Thank
waiting
you.
room now. All right, so there we go. We've heard from the drivers, and you have seen an absolutely incredible event here at Spa for the F2 guys. So that is an absolutely excellent way to start off this season here at Phoenix. I hope you all really, really enjoyed that. I certainly did. I really, really enjoy bringing this content to you. But there's more to come. Don't go anywhere. Over the weekend, you want to come right back here to Phoenix because we have got so much more content for you coming up. We have got ACC tomorrow. Everyone is hitting the Temple of Speed Monza for the first race of the season. Catch us all there 2 p.m. tomorrow UK time. And you'll get to see your very own Maverick racing. Where will I end up? That is going to be very interesting. The McLaren is feeling very good indeed. But enough about me. We are then going to go back to Spa then again for Tier 3 and 4 on Saturday evening. That is 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. That is going to be an interesting way to kick off the season for those guys. With it being the new game, will that mix up the grid? I think there's going to be quite a lot of new faces there for you all to cheer on. And then once again, on Sunday, as usual, we then hit the track again for Tier 1 and Tier 2. Tier 1 is no assists. We are going to see some crazy racing on Sunday because then that means no assists, that means no traction control and no ABS in a wet spa. So you're going to see the absolute best drivers really getting tested to the absolute maximum out there. And then again, we have our absolutely brilliant Tier 2. We have got a fire lineup for you this season. It is going to be absolutely brilliant. So we've got loads more entertainment coming your way, and this is just the first round. So please do join us for all of the events you possibly can. Don't forget to support the streams. Make sure you like, subscribe, heart, and do all that kind of good stuff, whatever the Twitch and YouTube equivalents are. And please as well, don't forget, in the descriptions, they should be in the Twitch descriptions, but they definitely will be in the YouTube descriptions. Don't forget to visit our affiliates. We have loads of affiliates now sponsoring us. We have got the likes of good old Rogue Energy are still supporting us this season, but we have also got new ones to announce from 3D Nozzle Heads. You can pick up some absolutely brilliant products. Watch here for a review coming for my order I ordered there from the sponsor. We have also got stealth gaming as well. You can pick up some absolutely brilliant gaming gear there, as well as an absolutely wonderful sponsor to add to the repertoire, Belkin as well. So we've got some absolutely brilliant options there. Please don't forget as well, check out Stunt. We post our video, our link, Twitch link, up there as well. Stunt is going to be one of our big social media presences. So hopefully we can all get on there, get liking, get subscribing, get sharing, and all that kind of good stuff. And we will see you next time. I've been Maverick, this has been F2, and we'll see you next time. Cheerio.